Hello, team. Little update. 2-1 week. Crazy, crazy, crazy. I feel like the Shifters game was definitely like a steal. We had some Los Ratones magic is coming back to us. Everybody's getting used to the stage. It was a very emotional moment, the Team Retis game, especially because just imagine a world. It's like the pressure of being 0-5 against 1-4 and knowing that you can win. It would even change the mindset coming into the Shifters game. And the Team Heretics was such a important match for us because it would be basically like the cutoff point between us making playoffs or not based on the scheduling. And that game was so extremely important to just relieve the pressure for everybody. Everyone was working hard, but we did have hard times, as mentioned before in previous updates. I always said the scrims have been very difficult, patch has been very difficult for us, and a lot of the things that Los Atones maybe didn't do so well in the previous year, they got away with because they had skill sets that allowed them to get information. They were very strong individuals, and then the team fight was just really, really clean. But now that teamwork is more important than ever. Obviously, it would have been important regardless in the LEC. But like how we connect, how Jungle Super plays together, how we play around mid lane, all these details, and how we play on side lane has just become super important. And I'm happy to see the fruits of the labor of Velia and Nemesis. They've been duo queuing. I feel like they are playing together more than ever. Velia and of course Reckless as well, and how we play as a team, how we move around the map. I'm happy to see the impact of the practice because the practice was very unique. What happened to us was, which happens in the LEC, is that if teams don't think you are, good practice, then they're going to prioritize other teams. It's like we were left in the lurch, and we were only scrimming against KCB in the week, and all the LEC teams were scrimming against each other. Obviously, when you don't play against us, you scrim against very unique champions, and with where our level was at, teams just prioritize other teams. That also created a new challenge, but it also gave us a chance to build a fresh perspective and take some time to, be a little bit more introspective, if that's a word. And then, of course, we had the two scrum days, and we came into the weekend building on what we had the previous week. Coming into next week, our scrim schedule does look a little bit more plump and filled out. So that's good. And hopefully now on Wednesday, when I book for next week, teams are going to give us the respect that we deserve in terms of course, creating the good bookings for us. So that was a challenge that we overcame. I think that the Team Heretics game, Velia had did some magic, with the steal. I really liked how Baus approached team fights. The Caitlyn also, a very dangerous pick. Always in the past, people think it's a poison champion, but we managed to squeeze 2 wins on it, which is really good. I like the fact that we played with conviction, and the main thing that I was very proud about in the Shifters game is the fact that the regardless of the game state, the tone of everything just remained the same. We looked for opportunities, and everyone was on the same page about what to do in the game, and there were no like signs of any stress or emotion. I really feel like the Los Ratones DNA really, really kicked in. That was really, really good. I'm happy. After the first week we didn't get wins on Rise. Now the blue man please group mid Rise is popping off. I think Nemesis, he did some witchcraft. It was crazy. Had some amazing moments where we really showcased the power of this champion, which was super nice. We had, we were managed to secure a lot of drakes and contest bot side river. So I'm very happy about our progression. A big challenge that we face always is that, with all of our strategies, we reveal more of our hand. Some of the strategies we pull off are strategies that if the enemy is aware of it, you can only pull off once. For example, like the KC one, and so it's like it's always we need to stay 3 steps ahead because that's just the nature of how we draft and the champions that we play. When we do it just right, it works out. But for example, the GX game, they really, really, caught us in a chokehold, right? It's like we had the Azir, and then they went to Yon Sejuani. It's not necessarily that we don't know that Isma and, of course, Mr. Jackies are very good at these champs. It's just that's the draft structure that we follow. And they managed to set up a situation that was very, very good for their condition. And they were in their own preparation against the Azir, and that was against our preparation with the Azir. They busted out Sejuani, something that like maybe saw once or twice in the LCK. and they really hit us, punch us in the jaw in the prep department. So really fair play to them. But that's the nature of the game. There are evolutions happening real time, and then you need to like adjust everything on the fly when new stimulus just gets thrown at you. So fair play to GX. They had very good prep. I will say that they had the preparation down there, and then we made the adjustments 2-1. Feels amazing. I think everyone, I can see the shoulders went from being up here to here. It's like we can finally breathe out and take it easy. And coming into this week, we can take it easy for just a moment, because this week should be on paper the toughest week out of them all. We have MKOI, G2, and Na'Vi. And G2 and MKOI, you guys know already, very strong and formidable teams. I think G2, they're trying to figure out how to draft with the new meta, which is their challenge. MKOI, I think that in terms of how to play jungle support, looks really dynamic, really cool, really good. I think they have very good team play. It's just sometimes their solo lanes can be very wild in terms of how they play. So there's that. It's like they lost against Shifters, and G2 has dropped games too. So it's like everything can happen in BO1s. It's all about just having the correct prep, coming in on the day with just the right attitude too. Like I've been telling the boys, it's like we're on paper underdogs, but you have to be ready to win. If you prepare for lose, you will lose. You have to be ready to win. You don't know what the enemy is going to offer you. If they're playing the best game of their life, okay, who cares? You need to play the best game of your life, and then whatever the enemy offers, we don't know what that is. And G2 and MKOI, they are not perfect teams. Na'Vi, respect to them. The Rock, this guy, I have to say, from his track record, what he did with KCB last year, and now with this Na'Vi team, I do think that this team just looks very well coached. They have a very clear identity, and I do think that the sum of the parts is stronger than the individuals right now, and that's a very good place to be. I feel like props to whoever is working really hard to put this, the team play together, because I think Na'Vi very impressed with them, respect to them. We come into this week, we're gonna prep, we're gonna do our absolute best. I'm excited. And I think if we can get a win on the board in this one, that would line us up perfect for the SK Vitality weekend at the next board. If we can get 2, ooh, that's already, I'll do a little jiggle on stage, I tell you. But everything is possible. Why the hell not? Right. It's like if League of Legends history has taught us anything, why the hell not is like number 1 on the list, With some of the things that have been ongoing, it's just about being ready to win and putting full force into practice, because it's not a question of only being ready to win on the day. You need to practice in your solo queue, in the scrims, with the intention to beat the top dogs, because before you know it, bro, the winter split is over in a month. So it's like this is the time to pull up and to rock and roll. There's no other time to do it. So I'm feeling melancholy about that. I feel good. I slept well. I feel a bit melancholy about that, because with age, something that you realize is, I am fortunate to look back at my own memories and miss times that I've been through. I think missing things is a massive privilege. And with time, what you realize is when you are going through experiences that you eventually will miss. So I am very aware of that, and I'm trying to really enjoy it to its fullest. And I'm trying to remind the guys all the time of this too. It's a very cliche thing to say, to enjoy the moment and so forth. And it's also cliche to say that it is cliche. And Nemesis is gonna say, "Oh, Yamato, what is this TikTok speech?" But being in the moment, and making the most out of it, I think is a valid lesson that you learn. So, with that being said, I appreciate the support of the fans, the support of you guys on YouTube in the comments too. It's been a massive blessing to be a part of this Los Ratones jersey journey, to wear the jersey. And with that being said, I guess there's nothing left to add. You guys got your update as Shades is arriving with his Revy bag. My homie shaves. Shavy baby. I'm just doing the update. Well, I've been saying vlog. It's vlog. I've been saying vlog for like a year. My whole life I said vlog. I don't know vlog. Bro, you know, all these things, like old people, I'm realizing. Like I'm realizing that I'm getting old because I watch the same series. I hate new music. I can't say new words. Like I'm just gray hair, back pain. Like if I eat too much food at night, it ruins the next day. It's cooked. I had amazing sleep, but I woke up. I had amazing sleep, but I like last night, guys. I could tell you the story. So basically, when I work in the LEC, usually my habit has always been to use nicotine. Has always been my habit. It's like I've stopped smoking, all that jazz, and just for some form of nicotine, which is cope. It's very cope. Like you give yourself reasons as to why you do things, and there's no good reason to do it, right? Nicotine, yada yada yada. I vaping because at least it doesn't smell like garbage. But then, what made me want to stop is Velia. So I was with Velia and Baus, and then Velia said, "Yo, Baus, tell Yamato what you told me." And Baus was like, "What do you mean?" And then Velia said, "Baus said Yamato would have so much aura if we didn't vape." and and obviously vaping, it's you lose. It's you lose aura on it. But when I heard Velia say that in conjunction with Baus, I was like, shit, you know, I'm doing everything else right, and this is the one thing I do wrong. All right, I'm gonna quit. And then the weird part is, it's like that compulsion has a way of creeping up on you in different ways. And now I realize that I'm just eating. I'm just eating instead of vaping. And yesterday, we have like people have different like ideas of what they should eat. But yesterday, I participated in two separate food orders. I was like, bro, I needed to stop myself because I ate two burgers from the Shiso order, and then I ate a kebab from the Zadi order, and then I ate two burgers and a kebab. And then when I'm finished there, I see the little pregnancy that I created. I realized, bro, like, bro, what am I doing? You just need to catch yourself in the act sometimes. But shout out to Baus and Velia for giving me that comment that made me stop the vaping. Like as I mentioned before, like in the past, I was smoking like a chimney, like everything that any like vice, I would just overdo it. It would be like, I don't know, for those people in Germany, the 48 cigarette packs, I would smoke one of those a day in the past. So it's like it's always everything became like just very very too much. Just do things too much. Nevertheless, I don't know why I went on this tangent. Um, it's like the cope that I gave the boys the first time they told me that. I was like, yeah, it's like it's easier for me to do everything else right if I allow myself to do one thing wrong. And then I realized, it's like, bro, this is just a fucking story I tell myself in the brain to just be okay with it. But I think I shouldn't be, you know. So that's where I'm at, sipping my coffee. Gonna be careful about my eating, and yeah, all of that to say that I feel good. I'm excited for what's to come. And today is our break day. Maybe we're gonna do some bowling, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below, and I'll answer them when I have a moment. Thank you.